just saw Britney for the Record, which premiered a few nights ago to millions of viewers who tuned into MTV to get a look at what goes on in the life of music icon Britney Spears. Right now, here with some of Britney's biggest fans. Great to see you guys. Thanks for coming out. And believe me, they have a lot to say about the documentary. You'll be getting the fans' opinions and reactions to seeing Britney raw, unscripted, and totally unguarded. But first, MTV News' resident pop culture expert, Jim Cantiello, is hanging out right here. We love having him on. Very opinionated young man right there. I'm sure you have a lot to say. What did you think, just your overall reaction to this documentary?
Overall, I thought Britney came off feeling very relatable and human, probably more so than we've ever seen her in her 10-plus year career. The thing that kept hounding me, though, was who was the British guy interviewing her? I really wanted to see that guy and see what he looked like. And also, I know that I definitely don't want to go to Halloween at the Spears household, because that mask that Daddy Spears was wearing scared the crap out of me.
That was insanely disturbing. Absolutely. I had nightmares about that, about that mask. Allie is here, too, a big Britney fan, one of Britney's many adoring fans that we have in here. What was it like seeing Britney be so honest about her life in such a candid way? We haven't seen that before from her.
I was so proud of her. I have been a big supporter of Britney ever since she started, and to see her, you know, show emotion, like when she cried, I cried. I was so proud of her, and you know, she has unfortunately haters out there, and I just hope that everybody got to watch it and just see that she's a regular human being like all of us, and she wants to live a normal life, and obviously she can't because she's famous, but she has tons of supporters like all of us here who absolutely love her, and I'm really, really proud of her because it took a lot for her to finally open up to everybody.
Another fan over here, too, Alex, who has a little something to say about the documentary. Alex, go ahead.
Yeah, I really loved the documentary. I thought it was very revealing. It showed Britney Spears not as, you know, Britney Spears, but as, like, a human. And it showed her being goofy and, like, eating her dad's cheese grits and dancing. And it was just really cool to, you know, just see her being a human. Britney just being Britney.
Was it just me, Jim, or are those grits, like, really nasty looking? Especially when he put the Velveeta in and...
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be on Top Chef anytime soon.
Absolutely not. You know, Britney definitely had her guard down during the filming of this documentary, and at a couple points, she got really emotional, and we've got one of her most emotional moments right here, where she talks about the state of her life right now. Let's take a look at that.
Do you feel out of control in your life?
No, I don't feel like it's out of control. I think it's too in control. There's no excitement. There's no passion. There's no, like, it's just like Groundhog Day every day. You know.
That is something you really don't see a lot of right there. One of the biggest stars in the world opening up, and that was the great part of watching that documentary and seeing that kind of footage. Some tears, of course, I'm sure, were shed in the studio when you guys saw that for the first time. True? Yeah, it was an emotional part. We have, who's over there? Ashley. Ashley, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. I'm wondering, actually, you know, you love Britney. What's it like to see her so sad, so emotional, so candid?
You know, definitely the first time I saw it, I cried. I mean, it's sad, and you think most of the time that your life is out of control. That's normally how you put it. But for her, her life is really in control right now, and she's not happy with it. I mean, everything's going really good right now, but I feel like she's sad because she doesn't get to make choices right now. But at least, I mean, everything right now is good. Everything is going good, so I'm really excited to see what happens.
Yeah, being a life out of control, sometimes that can be seen as a bad thing. It's actually kind of fun. You never know what to expect. And she just has these regimented, you know, kind of things going on in her life that are just kind of her day-to-day. So she gets a little bored, maybe. Yeah. And we have...
Shanna.
Shanna.
Yeah, I really liked that scene. It was probably the hardest one to watch for me because she was so emotional. And you never want to see Britney cry. It's best to see her happy. So it was a tough thing to watch, but it was almost my favorite because it just showed how she really is. She didn't hold anything back, and she really let everybody see exactly what she's feeling, whether it's good or bad.
Now, Jim is hanging out here from MTV News, Jim Cantiello, and of course, you know, you like to make fun of celebrities and everything, and I'm sure you've taken a few whacks at Britney, but seeing her in that kind of state, did that change how you felt about her as a person?
I think what was most shocking for me was something you probably can relate to too. When we get these big superstars in for interviews, very often they're very guarded. Yeah. And they come sort of prepared with what they're going to say and what they want to talk about and what they don't want to talk about whenever they're promoting a project. So to see someone that famous break down and burst into tears suddenly in this documentary, for me was pretty impressive that she was willing to go there with this.
Absolutely.